It's always a shit show. Alright, so Facebook's working, Spreaker's working. Alright, y'all. We're here. We're still dumb. This is obviously still not for children. My dog wants to make an appearance for some fucking reason. We are still not professionals. Even though this guy calls himself one. Fucking Dremel Gunsmith over here. And here we go. Alright. We're going.
Oh, shit.
It's on. Yeah. Focus up, bitch.
Okay. Alright. So,
What?
first off, you did the disclaimer. I heard that.
Kinda. You're sitting on something.
What did I say?
That.
Oh, thanks. Let's talk about Colt.
You know, I know a few people named Colt. Which one am I talking about?
Colt Manufacturing.
So they did a dumb thing.
I don't think so, dude. I mean, think of it as like the business perspective. Like, the market is flooded, dude. They're right.
Absolutely. But they haven't been relevant for 15 years
They're
now.
not
Anyway.
selling their shit.
And they've gone bankrupt how many times in those 15 years?
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're not selling their shit, so who fucking cares, right?
Yeah, that's literally the first thing I said. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you on that.
I don't own a Colt. I have nothing against them.
But all these guys are throwing their fits and stuff. Like, oh, they're not 2A.
No, it's not that.
It has nothing to do with that. It's
Motherfucker, HK doesn't sell to us.
No.
Well, they sell us pistols, but they don't sell us what we actually want,
Right.
what we would actually buy.
Right. Exactly.
So,
yeah.
You know, same thing, like FN doesn't sell us what we really want.
Exactly. Yep. But
Now, I do really want a 5.7, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Or P90.
Yes. I'll probably buy one of those anyway. But, well, a PS. Anyway.
Yeah, PS90. My bad.
Well, let's face it, like, there's nothing wrong with them trying to go full military because they make more money that way anyway.
Exactly. They have the contract already. It's not like it's...
They have many contracts.
Yeah. It's not like they're like, okay, we're going to stop the civilian market.
Because fuck civilians. They're not saying that.
No, and like, oh, we just picked up military contracts. No, they've had these military contracts for years. They're
Since
established.
literally, what, the late 50s?
Yeah, they're established. Like, it's...
They're good at what they do.
Right.
They create a fine product. As far as, yes, them trying to be in a flooded market, they do not do well.
No.
Because who the fuck wants to pay their prices for mil-spec shit?
Right.
Let's face it, mil-spec's the bottom of the barrel. Nobody gives a fuck about mil-spec.
No.
If any of my shit was mil-spec, I'd probably fix it.
Exactly. And like we were talking about earlier today, you know, civilian market equipment or parts are better quality than mil-spec.
By far.
Military's not going to put out a contract for nickel boron bolt carriers.
No, because mil-spec is fine. It will run. They can run it through the dirt, mud, the shit that we don't know how to do technically. You know, we're not qualified for that. I mean, we probably could do it, but
we do in a certain
we do
sense,
similar
like,
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you saw today. We were out playing with a lot of my things.
Yep.
And what's the first thing I did when we walked up to the range? Threw them in the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
What are all my mags covered? Fucking
Yep.
mud.
In the dirt.
I do not give a fuck. They're tools.
I'm with you.
Use them as tools. Work the shit out of them. When they break, fix them.
Yeah.
That's what I do with everything. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. And that's it, dude. They're tools. Like, if you're going to buy a gun and you're just going to put it in your safe and you're going to shoot it a couple times.
What's the fucking point of owning it?
Right. Dude, like, I don't...
That's kind of my 1911 right now, though.
Yeah.
But that thing's a beauty. Anyway, nothing special. I do love it. I
But
love shooting it.
You run that 1911, though, too.
I run the piss out of it,
Yeah.
but...
It's not like a freaking Nighthawk Custom that you just
no.
shoot 3 times a fucking year when you're with your buddies or whatever.
You know, I'm the kind of guy. Doesn't matter. Nighthawk, Cabot, Dan Wesson. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to run the piss out of it.
Right.
If I put the money in it,
yeah.
I'm going to run it till it breaks.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to fix it and run it again.
Yep.
Because that's how tools should be used. You don't fucking baby a hammer. Ever.
No.
You beat the shit out of it. You beat the shit out of stuff. with it. Same thing, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not...
And that's why I'm such a huge fan of the AK platform, man, because it's like... were you ever a fan of the Dugan Ashley
Yes, we've talked. Oh, you've been drunk.
Uh,
We've talked about this multiple times.
So,
I really do enjoy.
Duke and Ashley, man, like Carnicon videos.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of taught me that like you don't have to take this shit so serious, right? Because like I'm like, okay, a gun is a serious fucking thing. Like, you know,
It is,
and
yes.
it is, right?
Safety wise,
It is.
Be fucking serious,
right? And kind of like watching those videos, I'm like, okay, you can still be safe and kind of have fun with them, and you know. But anyway, like his AK series was like a big eye opener for me when he's like, oh shit, I dropped a ham sandwich in my AK again. And just runs that bitch, you know, with a ham sandwich in it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, that is... Like,
because that's how it should be.
Yeah, and that's it, man. It's a tool. You drop it in the dirt or whatever, man, and pick it up and run it.
Yeah, man. And if it doesn't run, fucking get a better unit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on. Like, I have mini guns we talked about today that I do not clean. For a reason. I want them to fail. I want to see what breaks.
Right.
I want to failure points.
Yeah.
So that I can buy something better the next time. Yeah, honestly, you know, I'm an AR guy, so there's not a lot that's going to break on a fucking AR. Not easily.
No.
I'm
What did you see today? What was that malfunction that you had to
that was a reload problem.
Okay.
So
okay.
All right, so
the brass was misshaped.
I had to mortar a case out.
That's what it was.
On my 7.5 inch, which it wouldn't have mattered what fucking AR it was.
Right. It was the ammo issue.
Right. So I've had a problem with sizing on some of my cases where most likely they were not lubed well enough, because I'm leery to that, because you can deform brass by over lubing. I've changed my system since then, and I tend to double check my sizing to avoid it. I just happened to have one case in a magazine that was slightly deformed, and it did cause a malfunction. If I remember right, it didn't go fully into battery, so there was no out of battery explosion. Nothing bad happened. I just had to mortar the bitch out, and it's a pain in the ass. That's one of the hang-ups that comes with reloading. If every step is not precise, there's no fucking point in it. Now, this was just an old case when I didn't pay enough attention. I may have had my son helping me. We saw another case today that my son did help me with. He seated it but did not crimp. Must have been the 1/2 second I fucking looked away because I was a moron. I watch him like a hawk too. But you know what? It happens. And luckily, that case was way the fuck off. Like,
it was.
That projectile.
When you threw it to me and I looked at it, like
in the fucking case, yeah.
Like I could see just by looking at it that it wasn't right. You know?
Oh, dude, you didn't even have to look. You could have just fucking smelt the bitch.
Yeah.
You knew that fucker was off. And that,
yeah.
My God, could you imagine trying to chamber that? I mean, it was a 6.5, like a compressed load in a 6.5, that far off. That's what, 34 grains of powder.
Right.
Would have blown shit up.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an amazing precision rifle. But still, that's $2,000 gone.
Right.
So
yeah. And
shit could have been fucked.
And medical bills if you're
medical bills. Yeah.
If you're unlucky, you know. I mean,
it
doesn't happen all the time. I mean, we've seen plenty of pictures and videos where barrels.
Oh yeah, they bulge like fucking Looney Tunes cartoons and shit.
Yeah.
It can go okay. Luckily, this one was so far off that it was painfully obvious.
I don't even know. No, I'm not even going to talk about it.
Which one?
It was a firearms malfunction related death that I actually have the rifle in my shop. But, But I'm not going to talk about it on here.
Nope. Let's not go into that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some cool pieces. Well, no, you have a piece now. Those goddamn Lugers. Well, the one now.
The one, yeah.
Oh, man. What are they at? 1,500?
$3,000.
$3,000 a piece?
Yeah.
Well, for the one.
For the one, we have left, yeah. Yeah,
And-
so this is a 1918 manufactured date.
God,
Russian Luger.
so beautiful.
It is. And that engineering just blows me away for the time frame.
So fucking over-engineered.
Right?
Like, it's
And-
so unnecessary.
But for that time, like the early 1900s,
Mm-hmm.
man, when they started making those, like that is fucking cool,
It's
dude.
beautiful. Like,
It's really cool.
Well,
like the way it like triangles up and like, dude, that is cool to me, man. I love it.
well, it's like we know my old car was that Mercedes. There's a fucking reason for German engineering.
Yeah, they knew that shit.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
totally fine with it. I do not bitch about it. And that was one of the easier vehicles I've ever owned to work on.
Yeah.
So, fuck everybody that hates on German vehicles. They're amazing. Well,
No.
okay, fuck BMW, but
And I mean,
wrong show. No.
and that's why I love the Glock, dude. I mean, it's not German; it's Austrian.
It's
but
Austrian and yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
Uh,
but you know, let's talk about your Glock. Last time we shot tracers. Let's have a little convo about that shit.
Yeah. So
What's that with not cleaning and seeing how long it runs?
don't shoot a Glock 19 with a suppressor for
And
like
96 grain tracers.
yeah, like it just won't work because
It just does not psych. Well, it's a Gucci
oh
ass bitch
and
too.
to top it off, so I did like kind of a comparison thing I wanted to see. So I use different cleaners, right?
All right, I didn't know about that.
100% I use a Sonic cleaner.
Oh, okay.
But so I use Breakthrough as well. I use the Breakthrough oil 100% of the time when I'm after the Sonic cleaner, right? I decided to try Frog Lube.
Ew.
Yeah, I just wanted to see, right? So I ran the 19X through the Sonic cleaner. I ran the Gucci 19 through the Sonic cleaner. I lubed the 19X up with Breakthrough, and I lubed the Gucci
19X.
19,
Yeah.
the Gucci 19 up with
Frog Lube.
Frog Lube. Obviously, that was a bad choice because
Apparently.
what happened was running it suppressed.
So much shit.
it-
Carbon.
it-
Fucking. Ugh.
Literal chunks of shit came out when I
Yeah.
cleaned it.
Absolutely.
Chunks, dude. And so that was the thing, man. Like, it was so gummed up with carbon and that Frog Lube that it just like would not cycle.
Yeah, no. It would cycle. What did we put through it afterwards?
115s, yeah.
It would cycle those.
Cycle
And-
those fine.
Like a 96 grain projectile is super light. Like
Right.
it's hard to run that.
But I've done
But,
it before
yes.
it got that dirty. It would
And-
cycle it.
My 365 ran the piss out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Loved them.
Yeah.
It was just, now that's a whole another useless fucking debate. But oils, lubes. Now, honestly, I use Rancic CLP. I use the Rand Bore and Bolt cleaner, and I use the hog grease in the winter. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like that hog grease in the winter, when it's 3 to 5 below, whatever. Probably lower. I don't know. We haven't gotten that low in a while.
Right.
But holy shit, my shit runs beautifully.
Yeah.
And like I said, certain guns I don't clean because I want to see them fail.
Right.
All I do is wipe off the bolt carrier group, fucking lube them lightly because I want to see what it takes to make them fail.
Yeah.
Like my shit is not, the old adage of, your upper should just be dripping into your lower, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck you, make it break.
Because let's talk about, like, and I know this isn't your game, but like a shit hits the fan situation, right? Mm-hmm. How the fuck often are you going to lube your fucking bolt carrier?
Next to fucking never.
Right?
Like,
That's where I'm at.
if,
I'll probably spit on it or something every once in a while.
I mean, I'll throw fucking castor oil. I don't give a shit. Anyway, if shit hits the fan and I have enough time, I'm gonna fucking keep my my tube of hog grease with me, just in case. But you know what? I'm never gonna see that piece of shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll lube everything once, let it ride, because I'm only taking probably 3 things with me at most. I mean, my 1022, of course. Probably my 16-inch AR and a pistol.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't give a fuck.
And you know what I'm rolling with.
Your fucking battle box. Yeah, until fuel runs out and you're hiking all that fucking 39.
That's why